Imagine holding a tiny silver coin in your hand that once jingled in the pockets of Americans during World War II. A coin so small, yet today, it can be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars depending on its condition and rarity. We're talking about the legendary 1942 Mercury Dime, one of the most iconic U.S. coins ever minted. At first glance, it might look like just another dime, but collectors know this coin hides a treasure trove of value. The Mercury Dime, officially called the Winged Liberty Head Dime, was minted from 1916 to 1945. It features one of the most beautiful designs in U.S. coinage history, crafted by the talented sculptor Adolph A. Weinman. On the obverse, or front, you'll see Lady Liberty wearing a winged cap, symbolizing freedom of thought. Many people mistook this design for the Roman god Mercury, and that's how the coin got its popular nickname, the Mercury Dime. On the reverse, you'll notice a fasces, which is a bundle of rods tied around an axe, symbolizing strength and unity, along with an olive branch representing peace. This powerful imagery perfectly captured America's spirit during the turbulent years of the early 20th century. Now, let's zoom in on the 1942 Mercury Dime. This coin was struck in huge numbers across 3 different U.S. mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. In total, more than 315 million Mercury Dimes were produced in 1942. That might make you think these coins are common, and in lower grades, they are. But the magic lies in condition, mint marks, and rare errors, which can transform a regular 10-cent piece into a high-value collectible. Starting with the basics, the 1942 Mercury Dime was made of 90% silver and 10% copper, weighing 2.5 grams. That means even the most worn example still carries silver melt value, which is around a couple of dollars depending on silver prices. But collectors don't just chase these coins for the silver. They're after the history, rarity, and pristine beauty of well-preserved examples. Let's break down the key details. The Philadelphia Mint, with no mint mark, produced over 205 million coins. The Denver Mint, marked with a tiny D on the reverse near the olive branch, produced 60 million coins. And the San Francisco Mint, with its S mint mark, struck about 49 million coins. While all 3 mints issued coins in large quantities, the real treasure comes from how well the coin has survived over 80 years. In circulated grades, those that saw everyday use, you can expect a 1942 Mercury Dime to sell for $2 to $5. Not bad for a dime, but the real story begins with uncirculated and mint-state examples. A beautifully struck 1942 dime with full bands, the horizontal lines on the fasces on the reverse fully visible, can sell for hundreds of dollars. In fact, high-grade examples certified by PCGS or NGC can bring anywhere from $200 to over $2,000, depending on luster, strike, and eye appeal. But that's not all. The 1942 Mercury Dime is famous for one of the most legendary error coins in U.S. history, the 1942-41 overdate. This error happened when the mint accidentally overpunched a 1942 date over a 1941 die, creating a dramatic doubling of the digits, especially visible on the 4 and 2. This rare variety exists from both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, making them highly sought after by collectors. If you're lucky enough to spot a genuine 1942-41 Mercury Dime, you could be holding a coin worth a small fortune. Even in lower circulated grades, these coins start at around $500 to $1,000. In higher grades, the price skyrockets. A mint-state example with strong detail and eye appeal can fetch $10,000, $20,000, or even more at auction. One top-quality specimen has even sold for over $120,000, proving just how valuable these error coins can be. Collectors love the Mercury Dime series because it blends beauty, history, and opportunity for treasure hunting. The 1942 dime, being a World War II-era coin, carries extra historical significance. Imagine the stories it could tell. Perhaps it was used to buy a loaf of bread during wartime rationing, or maybe it jingled in the pocket of a soldier on leave before shipping out overseas. Today, those same coins are cherished relics, giving us a tangible connection to America's past. So, how do you know if your 1942 Mercury Dime is valuable? First, check for a mint mark on the reverse. Next, study the date closely to see if you might have the famous overdate error. Finally, consider the coin's condition. Uncirculated coins with sharp details and full bands bring the most money. Grading services like PCGS and NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, giving collectors confidence in its value. And here's the exciting part. These coins can still turn up in unexpected places. They've been found in old change jars, inherited collections, and even in circulation back when silver coins were more common. Imagine the thrill of discovering a 1942-41 Mercury Dime in your grandfather's coin collection or tucked away in an antique shop for just a few dollars. That's the kind of find that can truly change your life. At the end of the day, the 1942 Mercury Dime is far more than just 10 cents. It's a piece of American art, a slice of World War II history, and in some cases, a hidden fortune.